Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F125. Today we're back for episode number 7 in Imola. We're still waiting on our facility improvements to get done, so we can't really research anything besides durability. It's probably good that we're doing this, though. What is this? We got a little event here. During a recent staff event, a member of our durability team made an off-the-cuff comment that has ruffled some feathers. Oh, okay. No, we're gonna back them up. We don't do that woke stuff here at Geezer Racing. We got one part we can develop for Aero. If we do single development, it might get on before this weekend, so I think we should do that. That's probably a better option. Nothing in chassis, nothing in powertrain, and we can dual develop this part for durability. Can we? Oh, we could just we could just single develop it twice? Okay. Both of the cars are currently even, 64 upgrades each, so Alonso is back up to speed once again. And I assume that means he should have some good pace this weekend. All right, that's that. Into the race we go. So we're coming off a spectacular win in Miami, Ultimate Redemption from last season. And hopefully we can also shoot for a win here in Imola, but the car setup is feeling a little weird at the moment. We gotta do some tweaking. Yeah, I don't know. It still feels a little bit off. I mean, we've tweaked a bunch of things in the setup menu, but right now, it feels like on the straights, we have too much downforce, but out of the corners, the rear end is really loose. So I feel like it's kind of taking a toll on the pace. We're not as fast as we could be. But I don't know. I think we might just have to roll with this. All right, into qualifying we go. I don't really know what the pace is going to be like around here. We were fast in the practice sessions, but not by much. So we'll see. First lap in Q1. We've got 2 purple sectors, so that'll get us through to Q2 without a second lap. Oh, we got someone in the way. It's Verstappen. Gee, that was the worst possible place for him to be. Oh my god. Well, the time won't be great because Verstappen was just sitting on the racing line, but we set a 1:14.5 on the old set of tires, so plenty of room to improve. Final lap of Q2, 1.2 seconds of improvement. It's a 1:13 something, and that should get us through to Q3. Yeah, third in the session. So we have a little bit of pace here. First lap of Q3 on the old set of tires. Still purple in Sector 1, 1:13.5. Okay, we need about 1.5 seconds of improvement for pole, I believe. So that's a bit of a tall order, but with a new set of tires, it's definitely possible. Let's see what we can do. Around the final corner here, purple in Sector 1, 0.8 of improvement, so it's not going to be pole, but we'll see where we stand, crossing the line, and it's going to be 4th place in Imola. Not great. Oh, Alonso on pole position, his first of the year. Hell yeah, we've got a little, we've created a little sandwich for the RedBulls here. All right. Let's do it. Very simple strategy here. 14 laps on the mediums and 18 laps on the hards. Starting 4th place on the grid, which I think is our 2nd worst qualifying position of the year. But we can try to make up some moves into turn 1. Here we are, 4th on the grid. 5 red lights are coming on. And we are racing around Imola. Kind of a slow start off the line here. We already have someone up the inside. It's Hamilton in the Ferrari, beating us to the braking zone. We can switch to the inside. Very close to contact with Hamilton. There is a little bit of contact, but we'll keep 4th through turn 1. Fernando is down to 3rd, so it seems that he also had a pretty bad race start. So both the Red Bulls are 1-2. We need to make some moves. Rounding the final corner and on to lap 2. We have a very long straight here. No DRS just yet, but there's a double slipstream off of Verstappen. It looks like Alonso is going to go for a move around the outside on the Red Bull, and we might be close enough for a late lunge up the inside on Verstappen, up into 3rd place, and we both get past the Red Bull. Beautiful. We've lost a little bit of time to Fernando ahead, so we will not be within DRS range, but Verstappen will have DRS, so we're going to be under attack into turn 1. Yeah, here comes Verstappen. Even with the battery, he's going to be faster and beat us to the braking zone. Up into 3rd place goes Verstappen, and not too much we can do about that one. It's pretty important we stay within DRS of the Red Bull, but we're really cutting it close right now. 9/10 is now the gap. Yeah, I think we're running just a little bit too much on the downforce. We're slow on the straights. That's let Verstappen start to run away a little bit. He's out of DRS, and that means Leclerc with DRS is going to be chasing us down the straight. Probably not much we can do about this one either. There goes Leclerc up the inside, and we're down into 5th place. We really need to make sure we can stick with him. Yeah, I think when we're in clear air, we just don't really have the pace. That's a big spin. Keep it together. Come on. Oh no, we're getting passed left and right. Down into 10th place. Oh, that was a terrible mistake. That was so bad. That was so bad. Luckily, we kept the car out of the wall, and we're not too far off of this group of cars ahead, but that was absolutely terrible. Just completely lost the rear end. We are gonna need to do a lot of work to get back up to that position. There goes Antonelli into the pits for a very early stop off the mediums. We've got DRS on the cars in front, so we can save the battery for a little bit. We are definitely struggling with pace right now, struggling to gain time on Lando. I think the rears also might have been cooked a little bit by that spin, so less grip on the rear tires is not good. Here we go. We got DRS on the cars in front. A little bit of battery saved up as well, so we can definitely go for a move into turn 1. Lando's going to go for something around the outside. We're going to go down the inside on Hamilton, and that is a double overtake into turn 1 out of nowhere. What a move. That move was insane. So that brings us up to 7th place at the moment. The rears are feeling absolutely terrible. We did cook them with that spin, and it is not helping us out. We've been able to keep Lando behind. We just need to chase down Sainz now.
Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps.
All right, pit window opens in 5 laps. The rears are absolutely cooked. They are not feeling very good at all. So we might need to box a little bit early. We're trying to catch Sainz, but we're just running the same pace. We're not able to gain any time on this McLaren, and we should be faster. Damn, we were faster than Hamilton and Lando by 2 seconds that lap. They're still battling back there, and it's letting us run away, so we don't have to worry about them. We're just not really gaining any time here. Yeah, we need to be way faster if we're going to make up any more positions. We're not really doing that well at the moment. The rears being absolutely gone is definitely not helping. You know what? I think we come in this lap. I think it's a 1 lap early, but oh my, yeah, like the car is just sliding around. It does not feel like we're in control at all on the rear end.
Right, let's have
so
you
we're gonna box this lap.
Please.
We have 67% tire wear. Into the pit lane we go for a bit of an undercut onto the hards. Hopefully this works out. Here we go. We definitely need a good stop from the Brad Pitt crew onto the hards. No problems whatsoever. And away we go. So we're going to be very far down the order here. Hopefully not released into too much traffic. But once we get out here, we need to absolutely fly on these tires to make this undercut work. Oh yeah, these tires feel way better. The rear end is actually planted now. It doesn't feel like it's driving on ice, so we have way more grip, and we should be able to get through these cars pretty quickly. We just have to do it smooth. Here we go. This will be a nice, easy overtake on Bortoletto. We're gonna go down the inside into the final couple of corners, and we'll have DRS on the straight as well. We're going to see people in the pit lane, so we'll gain those positions too. And this will be a big chunk of positions gained. There we go, up into 12th place. Antonelli 2.5 seconds up the road. I'm a little confused about the strategy for Antonelli. He pitted super early off of those mediums, so he's on older hards right now, and that made it very easy for us to catch up with him. We have DRS for the straights, and this is going to be a nice, easy overtake. Going to breeze past the Mercedes and up into 6th place. So our undercut absolutely worked. We're way faster on these tires. Lando is 6 seconds behind now. So this has definitely worked out. So we're just over half race distance. We've got a comfortable gap to the cars behind, but Russell is 9 seconds up the road with about 14 or so laps to go. It is gonna be a tall order, but we have to go for it. We're gonna try to chase down Russell. 8.5 seconds is the gap to Russell onto lap 20, but our tires feel good. As long as we manage the battery, manage the tires, and just go for a consistent pace, I think we can gain some good time. Here we go, the gap's starting to come down a little bit. 7.2 seconds to the Mercedes now. 6.5 seconds on lap 24. Here we go, 5.7 now. Oh, Leclerc is out of the session. That is a free place for me. Thank you very much. It's 4.9 now. 4.1. 3.5 seconds to Russell now. We're gaining. Looks like we got some lap traffic in the way. Blue flags for Alex Albon, but we are absolutely pushing as hard as possible. All we need is to be within DRS range of George Russell before the final lap. That's what we need. On to lap 29, 2.6 seconds is the gap to Russell. We're very low on battery, but we have been consistently gaining time on this Mercedes. This is gonna really come down to the wire towards the end of this race. We just need to keep up this pace. It's getting more and more difficult to manage the battery here. We are so low on ERS that we need to save into every single braking zone, but we also need to dump it as much as we possibly can to gain even more time on Russell. Here we go, on to lap 30, pretty much completely out of battery, but 1.8 seconds is the gap to the Mercedes. We need to get within DRS in 2 laps time. Otherwise, there's no chance we can take 4th. Come on, this would be a fantastic recovery after that spin if we could reclaim 4th place. We really need this. 1.6 seconds is the gap to Russell. The tires are starting to let go just a little bit. We're losing grip on the rear end. We need to get in front of this Mercedes as soon as possible. We're heading on to lap 31. This is our chance. We need to get within DRS now. Oh, come on. We're right on the cusp of DRS. Just barely over a second to George Russell. We need a couple of good exits out of these next corners, and we should have it. Oh, come on. We need to brake as late as possible into this left-hander. Gonna attack these inside curbs. Just drive as aggressively as we possibly can. 0.8 is the gap to George Russell. On to the final lap we go, but we're not going to have DRS. We're out of battery down the straight, and Russell is going to pull away. That absolutely screwed us, but we do still have more pace than George Russell, so we're not going to give up yet. One mistake from this Mercedes, and we have him. Oh, we got some lap traffic up ahead. Hopefully they can hold up George, or if not, hopefully they let us through. Nice and easy. George gets past the Racing Bull. We're going to get past nice and easy as well into this double right-hander. There's 2 cars, and they're going to hold up Russell. This is an absolutely perfect opportunity side by side with the Mercedes. We're going to thread the needle and up into 4th place, passing Russell. Absolutely perfect. Getting held up by the lap traffic. Russell's still right behind us out of the chicane. We don't have too much battery left. And into the final couple of corners of the race. Back up into 4th place. If we can pull this off, this has been an amazing recovery. After that spin, gonna dump the battery, heading to the line, and that is a 4th place finish in Imola.
Okay,
absolute insane luck at the end. Russell has to be pissed. You know he's complaining to the stewards. Oh my God. We needed a little bit of luck at the end there, and we got it. That was absolutely fantastic. Verstappen wins the race, Piastri second, Alonso third, and we take 4th place. So recovering from 10th to 4th. You know Russell is like screaming and crying to the stewards right now. He's like the king of complaining, and I don't blame him, honestly. That was just terrible luck at the end, getting held up by lap traffic. But we did a great job, lap after lap, just reeling him in, shrinking that gap to the Mercedes, and we got a little bit of luck at the end to help us take home 4th place. What a recovery drive. Well, it's Red Bull's first 1-2 finish of the season, which was bound to happen. So obviously, we lose a little bit of points in terms of our championship fight with Max Verstappen. That'll shrink the gap just a little bit. But a 4th place finish was definitely best case scenario after that spin. Very good damage limitation. So it's a 25-point gap now to Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship, and a 12-point gap to Red Bull in the Constructors. So there's still a lot of fighting to do. All right, well, we've had 3 pretty crazy races in a row, and up next is Monaco, which in real life can be quite boring, but I think we'll probably see a pretty electrifying race in Monaco. That's always how it goes, so that'll be exciting. I'll see you for that one.